Today we'll be looking at 10 signs an apartment is of high value. Now, a whole lot of factors contribute to the overall final selling price of an apartment. Now, it is easy for us to think that the final selling price of an apartment is determined by how expensive the materials used in building that apartment are, or the state-of-the-art appliances that can be found in that apartment. This cannot be further from the truth. The final selling price of an apartment is dependent on a whole lot of factors that have no direct connection to that apartment. In the grand scheme of things, what I'm saying is that you don't have complete control over them, right? So how do you know an apartment that is of high value? You're welcome to Paul Stefanos. Number one, the neighborhood is restrictive. You see, restrictions within an estate or a neighborhood has a way of increasing the value of homes within that estate. That's why when you are buying properties from a standard estate company, they give you terms like no building of face me I slap you, no construction of shops or mama put in front of your house, within the estate. Some estates will even go as far as telling you roads within the estate are one-way roads, so no driving against traffic or no parking of vehicles along the road. Getting an apartment within this kind of neighborhood will give you higher value for your property than getting one where there aren't such restrictions. Number two, the house is in a good condition. Nobody wants to buy a house in a poor condition. Houses that are fully ready, that allows the buyer to move in immediately without having to worry about fixing a leaking roof or solving plumbing issues, are what most buyers are searching for. The value of an apartment with a decent roof, good wiring, proper plumbing, and average painting will be higher than an apartment that needs significant repairs before people can come in. Number three, good schools. Education promotes development and ultimately leads to higher home value. Have you noticed that cities where reputable schools are located are often well developed? Schools such as Corona, Buttercups, Chrisland, St. Saviour's, we have American International School, we have Lagos Preparatory, British International Schools, etc. This type of schools are not just located anywhere in town, but in prime locations. So getting an apartment close to any of them puts you at an economic advantage. The caliber of the nearby schools is one of the first factors parents with school-age children take into account when searching for a new home. If you have a house in a well-regarded school district, it will have a higher value whether or not you have kids, because it will be sought after by a lot of families. The fourth sign that an apartment is of high value is that few apartments are up for sale in the market. An apartment will likely sell faster if there is less competition from other properties in the market within that particular neighborhood. This is simply a matter of supply and demand. When there aren't many of such apartments available, more potential buyers will be checking out yours, thereby increasing its resale value. The fifth sign you should look out for is that the apartment is not located on a floodplain. Apartments that are not located on a floodplain are safe from seasonal flooding and usually attract higher value in the market. According to research, properties inside a floodplain have a market value that is about 3.5 to 12.2% lower than comparable residences outside the floodplains. Flood zones significantly affect the value of properties due to the damages that flood create and the danger that goes along with it. Sixth sign, safe neighborhood. Houses located in environments with low crime rates are bound to be of higher value than those in dangerous areas. It's a no-brainer here. Low crime rate attract investors and promote opening of businesses in the area. More businesses mean more workers. More workers mean higher demand for shelter. Number seven sign to look out for in a high value apartment is its proximity to amenities. Home buyers will always want to buy apartments with close proximity to amenities like good roads, safe drinking water, electricity, healthcare facilities, market for shopping. No one wants to buy a house and they have to drive 1 hour to the nearest supermarket or filling station to buy things. So your home's value will be high if it is situated a short drive from these basic amenities, or even better if you can walk there. Number 8, we have high employment rate. This is one of the advantages cities provide is access to jobs. That is why properties in places like Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Calabar, even those smaller in sizes, cost more than those in rural areas. Number 9 factor, the city population is growing. When population keep growing in a particular area, this is usually an indication that properties in that location will keep appreciating in value, because houses demand always rise as the migration rate rises. This is why you see the cost of property rising in Bejuleki, for instance, due to the notable rise in population as well as the estimated rise in population in the future. Dangote refinery alone is estimated to employ a whopping 250,000 people. Now we're talking about direct employment. We're not talking about indirect employment. We have not talked about the deep sea port, how many it's going to employ. We're not talking about the fertilizer plant. We're not talking about the Pan Atlantic University and a whole lot of other institutions there. Okay, we will not talk about the small and medium scale businesses that are going to be employing people both directly and indirectly. Where are all these people going to live? Where are they going to conduct businesses? Of course, the properties there have no option than to increase in value. Number 10 sign, the economy is booming. Property prices fluctuate according to neighborhood and home conditions as well as the general state of the economy, because fewer people will be thinking of buying real estate if the economy is in a mess. It's a no-brainer that property prices will fall in such instances. But when the economy is booming, there is more money available, which leads to an increase in demand and prices of property. Did you get value from this video? Don't forget to like, subscribe, share your thoughts in the comment section. Cheers.